大家好，朋友们。
同学们，大家好。
Okay, and which lesson are we going to study today?
We will try a new ways to teach you Chinese grammar. So at first, I like to tell you a fairy tales, and after that, you can guess what's the topic of today's lesson. Okay?
Okay, very interesting.
Okay, so let's get started. So at first, I like to tell you interesting fairy tales. So today is a good day. The sun is shining, so we decided to go for a walk in the forest with my friends. And in the forest, we played games, sang songs. We were so happy, and we all have a very good mood. But we didn't know that there was a bear sleeping not far from us. So suddenly, when the bear heard of the noise of us, he became very angry and ran to us. And when we saw the bear, we were all so scared and yelled, "Ah!" So this sound, "ah," is actually also today's topic of today's lesson. Is the letter "ah." So please, could you please guess the topic of today's lesson?
I can guess that we are going to study finals.
That's right, absolutely. So we will study the sound of this letter. And in Chinese, we call it 单韵母, in English, which means simple finals. And actually, in Chinese, we have 6 simple finals. So let's move on the first one. Look at this picture. What do you think the shape of this little girl's head looks like?
Like letter A?
Wonderful. It's like the letter A. Also, this letter is also the first final. How to pronounce this letter correctly? Remember that we need to open our mouth as big as we can. So in Chinese, we call it 张大嘴巴. So read after me, please. Wonderful. Remember that the most important thing is that open the biggest mouth as you can. Okay. All right. Let's take some examples. The first one is 爸爸.
爸爸.
Excellent. Which means father. The next one is 妈妈.
妈妈.
Excellent. So we open our mouth as big as we can. But one thing I like to mention is that in our daily life, actually, we will not pronounce this word like 爸爸, right? Or 妈妈. We will not open our mouth as big as we can. Why? The reason is that it's a little bit strange and difficult to pronounce, because if you pronounce like 爸爸, it's strange, you know. So we just pronounce like 爸爸, 妈妈. So, but we all understand the meaning of this word, right? Let's move on the next one. Look at this picture. Do you know what kind of these animals?
Yeah, it's chicken, yes, but cock, I think.
The kind of these animals is a chicken, but actually in English we call it rooster. Rooster.
Rooster, yes, correct.
So one more question. Do you know the sound when the rooster crowing? The sound when the rooster crowing. Do you know it?
I don't know how you pronounce it in Chinese, because like in different languages it's different.
It's not letters. It's just these animals sound. when these animals crowing, do you know the sound of these animals?
No.
Let's have a listen. All right. Did you hear the sound?
Yeah, I understand, but I don't know how you pronounce it in Chinese.
It's like oh, right?
Interesting. For you, yes.
Okay, all right. So this sound is also is similar as the sound of this letter. It's all how to pronounce this sound correctly. Our mouth, the shape of our mouth will be round. So it's like all.
Or
the round mouth in Chinese, which means 圆圆嘴巴. Let's take some examples. Look at the first picture. Do you know this Chinese food?
包子.
Yes, excellent. This food actually is a Chinese traditional food. We all really like it. The pronunciation of the first character is 包.
包
So 包子.
包子
So let's take on the second example. 菠萝. Again.
菠萝
All right, it's pineapple. Pineapple. So maybe you will find that 菠萝 actually the first character 菠we pronounce like菠萝, right? But actually these letters is all it's not 窝. So why we pronounce this letter like 菠萝 is not 菠萝? Why? So the reason is the same as like 爸爸, mama. We will not pronounce the whole pronunciation of this character because it's a little bit strange. So we just pronounce like 菠萝.
菠萝
Excellent. Let's move on to the next one. Do you know these adorable animals?
It's a swan.
Yes, absolutely. Good. It's swan. And do you know when the swan crowing? Do you know the sound of swan? Yes, excellent. So let's also let's have a listen. It's like right?
For you, for maybe yes, but for me it's different.
Maybe. Okay, all right. So how to pronounce this letter? Our mouth is like a flight. The shape of our mouth is a flight. So in Chinese we call it 嘴巴扁扁. So 嘴巴 it means mouth. 扁 actually is the shape. It means flight. So read after me. Excellent. So wonderful. Remember that when you first study these letters, so you can pronounce a little bit long way. I mean the time a little bit long way. That means wonderful. So let's take some examples. The first picture, that means
I'm hungry.
Yes, I'm hungry. 我饿了. In Chinese we pronounce like 我饿了.
我饿了.
Excellent. The second character 饿 actually is also is pronounced like this sound of this letter. 饿 we will put the fourth tone of this sound. It's 饿 means which means hungry. Hungry. So I am hungry. All right. So the second picture, what is animals? Do you know?
Alligator.
Crocodile. Okay. In Chinese, we will pronounce it like 鳄鱼.
鳄鱼.
Wonderful. All right, it's crocodile. And the first character is also pronounced the fourth tone. And we will write 鳄鱼.
Kayan, so in the when we say 我饿了, l, yeah, it has also e letter, but we, as I understand, we do not pronounce it here.
No, we will pronounce this letter le. But in our last lesson, we have explained that it's the rules of the tone. It's the neutral tone, which means we will not put the tone graphs on this letter. So we just without tone. So we just pronounce like le. So we pronounce these letters short and weak. 我饿了. Excellent. So let's play a game. Okay? We all like games. Please, could you read the first letters? Excellent. So the second one? Excellent. So the last one? Very good. All right. So let's move on the next letter. Okay. So look at this picture on the left. Do you know what's this?
衣服.
In English, we call it clothes. 衣服. So the first character is the first character 衣 is also the pronunciation of this letter. So we pronounce it like 衣. Excellent. Let's move on this part. What kind of this clothes do you think?
It's a dress.
It's a dress. Also, it's also a clothes, right? Also clothes. So what kind of this clothes? Is ugly or beautiful?
It's written that it's beautiful.
So it's a beautiful clothes. So in Chinese we call it 漂亮衣服. Let's take an example. What's this?
It's written. It's an insect.
Insect.
And
yes.
Yeah.
It's ant. Absolutely, it's ant. Yes. So in Chinese, we will pronounce it like 蚂蚁.
蚂蚁.
Wonderful. All right. So the second picture, the second one, what's this?
苹果.
How many apples?
One apple.
In Chinese, that means 一个苹果，一个苹果. So read after me. 一个苹果。
一个苹果.
Wonderful. You may find that this letter 一 actually we pronounced it like the second tone. 一个, right? It's like second tone. The reason we have already explained it in our last lesson because it's a tone change of the character. So when we pronounce when the second character is a fourth tone, so the will change the second tone, but we will write the first tone, but we pronounce like the second tone. The next one is also my favorite. Why? Because when you pronounce this letter, the emotion of our face is really funny. So how to pronounce these letters? It's like 鱼. Yes. So you look like, remember that your face is just like this picture. 鱼. All of your eyes, your mouth will get together. So that's a little bit funny. So let's take some examples. Do you know what's this?
Green color.
It's yes, the color of the picture is green, and this is in the forest, right? It's forest or in the park, right? So the color is green. Green. So in Chinese we pronounce it like 绿色.
绿色.
Wonderful. So you will find that the first character is 了于绿. 绿. Excellent. So, all right. So let's move on the second picture. What's this?
It's a fish.
Yeah, it's a fish. Actually, it's my favorite Disney cartoon. In Chinese, we will pronounce it like 鱼.
鱼.
You will maybe you will have a question. Why? When you write this pinyin 鱼, you may notice that we will omit it 2 points of this letter, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we will omit it. So this is an exception. Please remember that when you this letter pronounce with get together with the letter e, we will omit 2 points of this letter, but we pronounced it also yu, right? So it's like 一鱼鱼.
鱼.
Excellent. 鱼. All right. So the next one is also my favorite. What's this?
It's crow. I know it's
yes.
We say it "u" in Chinese.
Yes, absolutely. It's a crow. In Chinese, we will pronounce it like 乌鸦.
乌鸦.
好. So how to pronounce this? The first character 乌 is also the letter. Is also the pronunciation of this letter. 乌.
乌.
Wonderful. So the difference between 乌 and 鱼, the face, the emotion of your face is similar, but the pronunciation is a little is different, right? 鱼, 乌, right? So you need to your mouth. You need to a little bit. The shape of your mouth is a little bit long, long way. So 乌, 乌. Also, let's take some example. What's this? The first picture.
It's a house.
Yes, it's a house. It's house. In Chinese, we call it 房屋.
房屋.
Excellent. The second word is 屋. We will write 屋 and pronunciation also 屋, the first tone. 屋. So let's go on the next one. So what kind of this animal? What's this?
It's a parrot.
Yes, it's parrot. In Chinese, we pronounce it like 鹦鹉.
鹦鹉.
Excellent. So you have a really excellent pronunciation of the second word 武 because you know the third tongue. The third tongue for the foreign student is a little big. It's a little difficult to pronounce. But you can pronounce it correctly. Excellent. Okay. So read after me just this word 武.
武.
Excellent. Excellent. So also we play games. So remember that the pronunciation of the first letter. Excellent. It's like a clothes. 衣服. 衣服. So yes.
衣服.
Excellent. So the second one.
鱼.
Excellent. 鱼. So what's this? What's this on the right corner?
It's a fish.
Yes. How to say in Chinese?
鱼.
Excellent. 鱼. Let's move on the last one. How to pronounce this letter? Yes. What's this?
It's a crow.
It's crow. So how to say in Chinese?
乌鸦.
Excellent. 乌鸦.
乌鸦.
Excellent. All right. Super clear. Let's make a conclusion. Okay. So in Chinese, in our today's lesson, we started 6 simple finals, and in Chinese we called it 单韵母. 单韵母, and so it's like 6 letters. It's like 6 brothers. So we call it 单韵母六兄弟. 六兄弟. They are so important in the pinyin system. Okay. All right. Could you please read all of these letters again?
O, O, B, U, U.
Excellent. Excellent. You are so clever.
Thank you.
Yes, the last part. So maybe if the lesson is not interesting, I also prepare. Let's hear a song of these 6 letters. Okay. So for the children, it will be easier to sing songs, right? Everyone likes hear songs. So you just hear. Let's hear about these songs of these 6 simple finals. All right. Okay. Let's get started. That's it. That's our today's lessons, and hope you enjoy it.
Yes, I definitely enjoyed this class. Thank you for this cute song. And even though our students on YouTube, they maybe most of them they're adults, still in my opinion, we're all children for our parents especially, and that's why this style of lesson is good for even for our adult students. Kayan, thank you again. You are really talented teacher. Please, which topic are we going to discuss to study in the next class?
We are going to study the initials. It's also one of the part of the pinyin system.
Thank you. We looking forward as usual. Guys, you can help our project to grow financially because we want to continue making our videos for free for everyone, and your donation will help us to continue our project. You can send us money to our PayPal account, and as usual we wait for you on Instagram or Facebook. You can write us, and we will see you on our free trial lessons on Skype online with our teachers from China. Thank you again. 谢谢，再见。
谢谢大家啊，下次再见。